So the Pittsburgh Steelers' strong safety has been thrown out of this whole entire year for this hit on Michael Pittman Jr. in the last week's game on Saturday between the Steelers and the Colts. And this is a really insane suspension where you actually throw the guy out for the year, not just a one-game suspension or a fine. But you also have to keep in mind context. And I think a lot of people, when they see this, they instantly go, oh, that's so crazy. He was thrown out of the year. One hit is you're thrown out of the year? Context matters. Let's add context to this hit. Prior to the latest sanction from the league, Kazee has been penalized 5 times this season for unnecessary roughness. He was fined $11,806 on each occasion. The NFL collective bargaining agreement with the players allowed Kazee to appeal the suspension, which will cost him more than $203,000. So he's been fined over $50,000 this year for unnecessarily hitting players 5 times this season. So now that we have the context, let's not say him being thrown out of the season is that crazy. Because if this was the first time he did something, correct, you could make that argument. Okay, he did it one time. Come on, man. One mistake, one bad hit. And I'm going to look at the play in a second, okay? But I want to start this off by saying I do truly stand behind. I don't want to see us eventually go to flag football. Football is a bang-bang sport. It's a gladiator sport. It happens within seconds. But there are times where players are trying to get a hit stick, trying to make a highlight reel with a crazy, insane hit, and they do it because they want to make a big play happen. And I understand that, but what you're doing is jeopardizing the life and literally the safety of another player. While yes, I agree, hey, make the tackle, hit the guy, but when you're trying to make a highlight reel type hit, where people are going to talk about it all over social media, oh, do you see that KZ hit? There's a reason why this guy's been fined 5 times this year. Now, I do believe, like, for example, Kareem Jackson. There are times Kareem Jackson for the Broncos have been fined when I don't really think he should have been. But, and I'm not going through every single time, that Kareem Jackson has been, has hit somebody. But again, like I said, same thing with this guy, KZ. I'm not looking at every single time. But it's hard to watch this play and not think that this is purposely him leading to try to hit Pittman in a hit stick type hit. And again, like I said, I think this is a very isolated case. But you're telling me he throws the ball, right? Obviously, okay, let's see. Gardner Minshew hikes the ball, right? Throws the ball down the field here. Obviously, it's a little bit overthrown, so Michael Pittman has to dive for the football. At what point does Kazee, whatever the hell his name is, I don't even know how to say his name. I don't even care, to be honest. He's thrown out of the league anyway. At what point can he stop himself and see that he's diving? Well, I believe, if I'm correct here, I'm going to go ahead and stop it once he starts diving, okay? Once he starts diving, throw the ball. Let's see. Stop. Okay. I'm trying to get a little bit right here. Can he stop himself from getting or hitting the wide receiver? Right? That's option 1. This is why football, with it being bang-bang sport, it's so hard to really stop and break down and say, well, that was a nasty hit, but was that on purpose? Obviously, on this play, he does not lead with the crown of his helmet, okay? He leads with his shoulder. This means that he's not trying to ram him. What he's trying to do is blow him up on the play. That's pretty much what he's doing here. And again, can he stop himself here? I believe so, he can. I believe he can stop himself. This is not a play where if he was right here where my mouse pointer is, I would say, man, he can't stop himself. You're too close. You're too at that point. But at some point, you see this guy. Obviously, again, we can't see exact detail of snippet of where, because we don't have a good camera angle of like exactly when he starts diving. But if he's diving like this at this point and the ball's here, most likely when he starts diving, KZ is back here. You're telling me you can't stop yourself from hitting this guy? You're telling me you can't stop this guy from trying to blow this guy up on the play? Listen, I understand football is a gladiator sport. It's a bang-bang sport. But come on, man. You're not even making it like a make-believe here that you're trying to blow this guy up on the play. And listen, I want to say listen a million times because I know the argument is like, but that's football, man. That's why we love football. But that's how players get hurt. That's how you lose players for the game. Lose players for the season. And even past the season. This hit right here hit Pittman straight in the head. I mean, look at that. Shoulder to the head. His neck snapped so quickly that, again, he does end up getting up and walking off the field, thankfully. But I thought for a second his neck was snapped. And we would have had to get an ambulance on the field. And he would have had to be, taken off the field in an ambulance. And this is one of the best. This is easily, in my opinion, a top 20 receiver in the NFL. Pittman is a great young receiver. And it was really just a stupid play by KZ here to run up full speed, lower your shoulder, and hit him in the head. You can stop yourself on this play, bro. This is not just a bad situation, a bang-bang play where you're at a bad place at a bad time. This could have been prevented. And this is your sixth time doing this. So, you've been spending you were thrown out of for this year. You were thrown out of the NFL for this year. And that's justified. You're a dirty player, dude. You're a dirty player. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I know you guys are going to get all mad at me and pissed at me. Oh, because the Bengals fans talked all this crap when they had Vontae's perfect. Okay. You guys had James Harrison. What do you want? You guys had plenty of dirty players and still. And this is one of them. And we're just showing you right now, this is one dirty player. I'm not saying the rest of your team is dirty. I'm saying this is one player who is dirty. And it's sad because, again, like I said, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary to try to get a blow-up tackle here. And I get it. I understand you're trying to make a play. But you can't do that. Especially when you see the guy diving, okay? You got to pull up. And, again, right now, you might say, well, that's really close. He's diving before this, though. He is. He's diving when KZ is back here. So if he's diving when he's back here, you got to slow up. He accelerated. This is, I think, the big thing here. Is right here, right? He's accelerating. Getting faster. Running faster to hit him with his shoulder. Right in the head. There is a point where you are accelerating to hurt somebody. So, I don't know. I mean, for people who are saying it's crazy that he got thrown out of the league, or thrown out of the NFL this year, I don't think it's crazy. I think he should have got thrown out of the game because this is dirty. This is absolutely dirty. And again, like I said before, for those who like to just say this one play, oh, it's crazy. This is his 6th time doing this. 6th time. This is not a one-play scenario. You have to take in consideration the whole entire year. I understand Pittman got up and walked off the field. And I understand that Pittman in the end will probably be okay. I look white as crap right now. But this is his 6th time doing it. At what point do you say, okay, we're not going to keep finding you? You're clearly not understanding the purpose of this. Get him out of the game. If it's bang, bang, and again, if he doesn't fully accelerate when he sees the guy diving, and right here, let's say again, if this catch happens back here, and it's right in front of him, or something like that, maybe I could consider it, right? But even diving, like as a player, you see a guy diving. Yeah, I know you're like, well, but his job is going to try to get the ball out. Did he target the ball in this play? Or did he target Michael Pittman's head? At what point is Michael Pittman's head a ball? Well, he's trying to stop him from catching it. By killing him? Is that really where you're getting to? Well, I stopped him catching the ball, and he's no longer alive. Not many times I say the NFL did a good job here. NFL, you did a pretty damn good job. Get his ass out of the game. See you guys next one. Peace.